Hey guys, what's up? Let me tell you a story about my friend Jem. She is a makeup artist, she is a hairstylist, she is an entrepreneur, businesswoman, and she's her own boss. And to top it all off, she is a single mom. I think too often I meet people who think that just because you have kids that means you kind of have to give up on your dreams and your hopes and just focus on making money and feeding these people. And I don't think that's true. I think you can still pursue your dreams and live the life you wanted, but you're just gonna have to hustle. You're gonna have to hustle a little bit more than you were before, because now it's not just you that you gotta feed, but somebody else too. My friend Jem is a perfect example of that. She is a dream chaser, she's an incredible makeup artist, and she's a great mom on top of that. And so I naturally just had to speak with her about what it was like to take that leap of faith and to actually go after you want, even with a little person by your side. So here is a video on my girl Jem. I am inspired by Jem Lopez.
My name is Jem. I am 28 years old and I am a makeup artist and hairstylist. I started doing makeup about 10 years ago when I was 18 and I was working in retail at a counter. But I started freelancing about 3 years ago. I started the brand, Beauty by Gems, about 2 years ago. I've always had an affinity for beauty. When I was in high school, I remember always dolling up my friends when we were going anywhere, or having all the girls, you know, have their makeup done by me for prom and things like that. So I think it was something that I always enjoyed doing. Plus, I really always have loved working with my hands. And I think it was when I started in university, when I was working part-time doing retail for a beauty brand, that it just made me realize that it was something that I really enjoyed doing. I really enjoyed it and I loved it, and I enjoyed being around people, but I really enjoyed making women feel really beautiful about themselves and just bringing out the features about themselves that they really loved, and I think that that was what really inspired me to get into it. The thing that gave me, I think, the inspiration to just take a leap of faith was when I was working for this one company and I did not like my job very much, and then I was laid off. And I think it was in that time when I just realized that I didn't want to get back into the workforce to do another kind of job that maybe I wasn't very excited about. And that, you know, since I had the ability to be at home for a little while, for a few months, and still take care of the bills, that it seemed like if ever I was going to try my hand at freelancing full-time, that should be the starting point for it. And so that was sort of what gave me the push. I'm scared shitless every day. I am scared all the time about all kinds of things, and the fear is what really pushes you to look at it and, you know, see the fear for what it is. So it's not just, okay, I feel really scared about this client that I'm gonna meet, or I feel really scared about putting in you know, a quote for my rates or whatever it is, or the circumstance. It's like understanding why it is that I feel scared. So I might feel scared because it's a situation I haven't been in before, or an intimidating high-profile client or something like that. But it's a good kind of fear, because I look at it for what it is, and then I'm able to sort of talk to myself about why I feel scared about it. Mm-hmm. And by, you know, getting into that situation and sort of digging deeper into it, it allows me to not feel afraid of it anymore. But being scared, I think, especially in this business, is a good thing. When you are by yourself and you're a single person and you make decisions, you're the only one who feels the consequences of those decisions if they don't work out right. But when you are a parent, like I am, there's a lot more to it. You have to think about the entire circumference of a situation or a decision before you make it. And so, you know, if you're a struggling artist, you can, you know, apprentice for Fashion Week in New York and eat ramen noodles for a couple of weeks if you have to, and live off of love. But when you have a child, there's a lot more to consider. And so I try to sort of weigh things out when I make decisions, to think about what the pros and cons are going to be. There are situations that have occurred where I haven't always been able to take every job or take every opportunity that's come across my desk for things like travel and stuff like that, since my daughter's in school now. So it definitely has an impact, but it's also doable. And I wouldn't want someone to feel like just because they have children or they have, a child, that they can't pursue what it is that they want to do, because that also motivates you. Knowing that I can't be broke, I can't not pay the bills, I can't not have food in the fridge. Those are motivating factors. And some people might look at it to think, it means it's a difficult situation, it means that it's an impossibility, it means that there are too many risks. There are a lot of risks, but if you're willing to work really hard at what it is that you do, then the risks can be worth it, because the payoff can be great. And I've been able to bring my daughter with me to work sometimes, and I've had photographers take her photos, which she loves posing for, and stylists dress her up out of their own enjoyment for doing so. And I think it's really important for kids to see what it is that their parents do, but not just see what you do and take in the job that you have, but also see that you love what it is that you do, and see that there's a real genuine enjoyment that you get from the things that you do. And my daughter, she tells me all the time that she loves my job, and she loves that I love my job, and she tells me that she hopes that one day she has the kind of job that she loves. And I think that that's just so inspiring for me. I am very happy. I am constantly working towards being more happy and having more freedom in this job that I have, which just means, learning and growing more and doing more and having more clients and having more money in the bank and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, if there came a day where I wasn't loving what I did, I wouldn't do this anymore. I am Jem Lopez. I am 28 years old. I live in Toronto in Canada. And I am a full-time freelancing makeup and hair artist.